I am 16. I am out, and for the first time in my life, I am happy.
I'm a 13-year-old transgender girl.
I have 2 moms and a little sister who's great.
I use he, him, his pronouns, and I identify as transgender.
And I'm here today because I believe in LGBTQ+ rights.
And I'm also the president of the Gender and Sexuality Acceptance Club.
I have a bunch of friends who are like lesbian and gay.
And I'm a trans man who started his social transition while still in school and without the support of my family.
This year I have had the incredible honor of leading the Gender and Sexuality Alliance.
I have a lot of friends that are LGBTQIA+.
Yeah, I am part of the leadership team of the Gender and Sexuality Alliance.
I know what it's like to have an LGBTQ family, and it hurts my heart that people don't like to talk about it.
We're all humans. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm like a completely normal person. I brush my teeth in the morning, I just study when I get home, I watch TV.
So if you don't teach about trans students, me and others will feel scared to go to school.
To me, it is the most scary thing I have ever encountered that my mere existence in a life that makes me happy is controversial.
I have been shoved into lockers. I have been pushed down for using the wrong bathroom.
That's really messed up.
I've been picked on for being like a lesbian.
To tell children like me that our lives are incorrect or that people disagree with the premise of myself is incredibly harmful.
Like, people should not think lower of others because of their race, religion, gender, disability, or ability.
If you look at the bullying rates and suicide rates among transgender youth, it becomes clear just how much they need our support.
I do not expect all people to like or accept me. However, they are not allowed to bully me and deny me of my own rights.
We shouldn't tolerate bullying at all.
I'm here today to ask you to please not make concessions to people who do not like transgender people.
This complaint is the kind of discrimination we don't like to talk about. The silent kind, the kind that uses the words, "no thank you." Discrimination doesn't have to be active. It can be the privilege not to engage, to acknowledge.
Allowing protected groups to opt out of such important subjects is a danger to both their children and transgender kids.
You can't, do that.
Some of these kids who are struggling with their gender may very well be members of these families of faith who want to opt out.
Seeing how this has hurt these children myself, it really makes me very angry.
I don't see how a class can adequately prepare us for life if it doesn't teach us about everything that's in the world. People are not educated about issues that directly affect me.
I feel this can be remedied only through education.
The only reason that gender is considered a controversial subject is because there's a lack of education and a lot of misinformation.
I want to tell you, as someone with experience, the damaging effect it has on a child for not simply their identity, but their claim on their personhood to be, say, opted out of. If anything saved me from not falling victim to those statistics about trans youth we like to talk about, it was the allowance of me as a student, as a person, to exist in a space where my humanity was not optional.
When we silence this education into this community, we're teaching kids that what they're feeling, something that is completely central to their identity, is wrong.
The acknowledgement of my existence and my experience in a school and in a society that people like me exist in is not wrong, and it is not controversial.
I told my classmates I was transgender after my teacher read the book I Am Jazz to the class. I raised my hand and said that I could relate to this book because I am transgender like Jazz. I still remember the relief when all the kids thought that it was cool.
I myself am Catholic. I've grown up with religious ideals my whole life, and the religion I know preaches love. It preaches that God loves everyone, and in my opinion, God shouldn't be used as a tool to silence.
My friends and I will not be silenced again, and I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that.
Like, the fact that we're even having this conversation about this is pretty messed up, so yeah.
I just want everyone to have a voice, and I want everyone to feel represented and safe in school.
I would rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I am not.
Parents can teach what values they want at home. They can talk to their children after their history classes and tell them their thoughts in the matter. That's okay. But no one has a right to say they do not believe in that history or those people.
Seeing all these faces, some that I know and some that I don't, it makes me really happy. And what I want all of these faces to show you is that education is the way to keep them happy. Keeping these kids happy is the best way to keep them alive.